back with another great video, part of my first time home buyer series. This time is going to be home buying myths debunked, and I have to give it up for Mariah Adkins, who helped me come up with this idea, or did come up with the idea. So thanks for that, Mariah. So the first one I have, it's going to be 8 myths about home buying. The first one I have for you guys is the first step is looking for a home. And I know I've said this a million times, but I'll keep saying it and keep saying it because it's so important, and I want it engraved in everyone's heads that you should get pre-qualified first with the lender, figure out your finances, figure out where you're comfortable, and then look for homes that fit that price range. Number 2 is your down payment has to be 20%. That's not true. If you refer back to a couple of the loan videos I've posted, you can actually put as little as 3% down. So there's more information in those videos. Number 3, the only upfront cost is a down payment. That's not true. You actually need about 2% for closing costs, and then you want some cash for a couple $100 for inspections, the appraisal, and then also after move-in costs, like moving costs money in general, repairs, any kind of remodeling you want to do, things like that. Number 4, you can't buy with bad credit. There are loan programs out there for you if you do have lower credit score. However, you're likely to have higher interest rates, so that it just higher credit scores definitely mean better interest rates, but that's not to say that you can't buy a house with a low credit score. Number 5, now is not a good time to buy. That is not true. Real estate is always cyclical. It goes up, it goes down. If it goes down, it's gonna go back up. The right time to buy is when you are ready to buy a home. Number 6, it's cheaper to rent than to own. There's lots of reasons why this is true. And I guess if you look at the monthly outflow versus inflow of cash every month, it could be more expensive to buy because you're looking at your mortgage and the cost of keeping up a home. But your rent is going to keep climbing with the market, whereas your mortgage is going to stay the same for years to come. And then there's so many other reasons to buy than to rent. So if you have questions about that, just call me or DM me and we can talk more about that. Number 7, you should buy as much house as you qualify for. I've talked about this. Just because you qualify for $350 doesn't mean you want to spend $350, because you might not be comfortable with that what the monthly mortgage amount looks like. So that's why it's good to get pre-qualified and run scenarios at different prices to figure out what the monthly actually looks like for you. And number 8, you should pay off all your debt. This may or may not be true. It is good to pay down your debt, but there's actually different strategies to use your debt to work for what's called your DTI, so for what you're basically qualifying for a loan. So that's something to talk with your lender about before you decide to just wipe out. You get like some big payment, or you get some kind of income or raise, and you just pay off everything. It actually might be more strategic to leave some money on some of those credit cards, so talk to your lender about that. So hopefully that was helpful, and let me know if you guys have any questions, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.